coming to the realization that I didn't really know God, and that left me powerless to change.
I mean, I was so convinced that if I was not pregnant at the end of this, that adoption was for us.
I thought that a relationship with Christ consisted of rules. I knew little about the Lord's love, mercy, and His grace.
Local neighborhood boy got me on marijuana. Then I shortly got on LSD, and from there went to cocaine.
During the Lebanese Civil War, I could see the man tolling the church bell. When I had his head in my scope, I pulled the trigger.
Growing up, I wanted the fairy tale story that every girl did. Funny how you're doing all the right things and you're following, the footsteps that God has you on. It doesn't always work out that way.
I would do everything from burglarize cars to homes to companies.
I prided myself on my accomplishments and my success, and I really thought that I had it all figured out.
I could look back and see that we really lived in a house of cards, and it all crumbled in one day.
She had been in the doctor's office for about 4 hours. This was at 21 weeks, and they found a problem.
During the week, I'd say we were just going about our daily lives, not really giving much thought to God.
It was about 2:30 in the morning when we landed there. We started taking rounds. This is for real. This isn't a video game. My hate just right then and there built up.
Serving in a church, married, but still completely emotionally detached from everything around me.
That there was some part of my professional life, some part of that part of my identity that wasn't fulfilled.
I'm not listening to God. I can't see Him. I'm not listening to the police, and I can see them.
I wanted so badly to live a righteous life, but just was falling into sin.
I really just let go of all feeling and emotion. I didn't care. If I die, by God, you're going to find me in a pile of brass, and hopefully I take one of them with me.
I've never asked God for a miracle ever in my life, but I asked for one that day. And the doctor came out and said she didn't make it.
I used to always think, well, there's no going back for me. And I can never be, anybody but a hustling, drug-using criminal.
Now I have absolutely nothing. I have to find something. I have to know what God's all about.
He gave us a desire to have kids. We thought we knew what that was going to look like, had it planned out, and that wasn't His plan. He had another plan, a better plan.
At that moment, when He spoke to my heart, it was a moment of complete clarity. I wasn't high anymore. From that moment on, a lot of things started changing.
The Lord completely lifted that weight of perfection and structure off of me. I physically felt that the weight was lifted off of me.
Yes, the decisions we make today affect our tomorrows, but our yesterdays don't have to dictate our tomorrows. We can become who we want to be and who God wants us to be each day in a new way.
I found God 9,000 miles away from home, in the middle of a combat zone in war, while getting shot at any given moment I could lose my life, and I found God.
Really just made a choice, made a decision that, all right, Nate, if you are going to claim to be a Christian, you need to start living like it.
There's no love like God's love. I don't know anybody that would give their life for me.
And the very next Sunday, went back to church. I ran down that aisle. I left my baggage of hatred behind, and I said, I want this Jesus in my life.
As we're faithful and we walk through these times together, that God is faithful to walk through them with us, and even when we don't understand, and even when we don't see why what's happening is happening, we know that His grace is with us through it all.